Greetings and blessings, dear friends in the spirit. 111 is Eddie Louisi. How are you? How was your week? This is going to be an interesting talk theme today. I am calling this Hope, Peace, and Harmony. And I usually have like a little description that I put here, and I'm going to read it today. Eddie shares a soon-to-be chapter in his dear friend Dorothy Ederer's future book, Ponder, Pause, and Pray. It's the story of hope and courage from Ukraine refuge Vincent Oye. More about that. But this is episode 20, season 3, 2022. I'm recording it May 22. Oh, we got 4 2s. That's a good thing. So I'm going to first start with a little reflection from Daily Word Unity. I am a friend to all. We have all known people who were so friendly, so full of life, that just being in their presence lifted our hearts and soothed our spirits. I know that, like those friendly folks, I also have the power to brighten the lives of those around me. I resolve to make this world a friendlier and better place. I take this moment to ponder which steps I can take to be a friend to all I meet. Something as subtle as a smile or compliment could make more of a difference to someone than I realize. My times of prayer also provide me with an opportunity to generate light and love for humankind. As I envision each person centered in the vibration and energy of God, I fulfill and share my spirit of loving goodwill. And from Proverbs 27:10, do not forsake your friend or the friend of your parent. And every day I go on dailyword.com Unity, and off to the right they have a little paragraph that I never read, but last week I read it, and I'm going to read it to you. Every day, hundreds of thousands of people from all walks of life read Daily Word magazine as they affirm and apply spiritual practices in their lives. Together with the Silent Unity Prayer Ministry, we form a daily prayer group that extends throughout the world. And dear friends in the Spirit 111, some of you know that these talks, these messages go to other countries too. So blessings to all my dear friends in other countries. You know who you are. Okay, so this is just a brief, quick look, because I don't know if I'm allowed to show this or not. Dorothy, I hope this is cool. It's going to be a quickie. This is the cover of her book. Woo! Okay. I just showed a quick cover. Dorothy Ederer, she's a dear friend. She's a Grand Rapids Dominican, a chaplain and author, inspirational speaker, and retreat director. I met her many years ago on a Joshua retreat where she was running the retreat with Father Joe Kierzone, who was, God rest his soul, the author of Joshua and all the Joshua series books and the movie and all the wonderful things. And it was so wonderful to meet her. We just hit it off. She loves musicians. She brought a bunch of her musicians from her college that she works at. And I sat in and I jammed. And some of you know my dear friend Tony G, who also has passed. But he got up and he sang. I played guitar. We had a blast and we became friends, stayed in touch. She did another retreat several years ago, and I came with my guitar and I played, and I helped out with the music ministry there. So her book, which is a future book, but she contacted me because she saw my Facebook post about Vincent from Ukraine, and I'm going to read that story in a minute. But she said, "Hey, I'm doing a book. I'd love to include him in a chapter." And I said, "Yes, of course." And Vincent said yes. And so her book in the future will be called Ponder, Pause, and Pray. Ponder, to think about. Pause, to sit with. Pray, to talk to God. Ponder, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. That's from Jeremiah 29:11-12. From Psalm 47:11. The Lord delights in those who fear him, who put their hope in his unfailing love. And in my little knowledge of the Bible, fear isn't that you're afraid. Fear is that you respect and love and honor. From Romans 12:12. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. And the last biblical quote, Romans 15:13. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. The second part is pause, or the journal. And this is all from Dorothy Ederer. Thank you. We all need hope today. Most of us want a world much greater than one we are experiencing. I wish for all of us a world full of love and honesty. A world where people serve others and appreciate life. Hope is hard for us today when we are bombarded by so much negativity, but we can't give up. We all need to trust in something bigger and better than ourselves. We need to spend more time in prayer and reflecting. Good always wins out in the end. Kindness encourages others and helps people change for the better. Remember to say positive things, not only in your life, but in others. Try hard never to give up and be as fearless as possible. Always trust in something better and bigger than you. Eddie Luisi, founder of Friends in the Spirit 111, a spiritual community on Facebook, YouTube, and Starpreneurs TV on Roku, and my friend, has been working in network television since 1981. His career includes stage managing, producing, directing, and composing. He has been honored, blessed, and grateful to be working on Good Morning America for over 35 years. At the ripe age of 62, he is currently producing and is the on-air talent for a weekly 5-minute reflection on Christian Mix 106 radio called Cue the Spirit with Eddie Luisi, and will soon be a songwriter and recording artist for the Grove Jesus Music. I could go on with all that he's involved in. He is very successful and has shared with me the story about a friend of his who has hope and is determined not to give up. He gave me permission to share his friend's letter. My name is Vincent, and I'm from Nigeria. Throughout life's ups and downs and highs and lows, gratitude and positivity have always anchored me. Then last month, days and nights of escape from Ukraine challenged my hope. It's still difficult to process and to describe the experience, but all I had to survive on was hope, and hope remains my drive. I graduated as the best student in the Department of Statistics in the year 2015 at Auchi Polytech in Edo State, Nigeria. Even with this certification, I think I said it right, I was unable to secure a job that could pay above $150 a month. Suffice to say, unemployment is one of the major problems in Nigeria. At the end of 2021, I decided to move to Ukraine to further my education and search for work while using all of my savings and loans from friends and acquaintances. I was just 3.5 months in Ukraine when the war started and ran for my life to Germany to seek protection. During my journey, I met the true face of racism, traveled from Lviv to Lviv, I hear it two different ways, to Poland, on palm slippers in freezing cold, and almost collapsed from sickness, but my faith kept me going. It took me 5 days to recover in Poland before continuing to Germany. There are no words to describe what I witnessed and experienced on this journey. For over a month, I've been a refugee in Germany without a clear vision of what the future holds. Daily, I experience happiness, sadness, worry, and sickness. I believe that these moments will make me the person that I want to be, and I don't regret anything that has happened. I couldn't consider myself a strong and very determined person with dreams to fill the world with happiness and light. I'm willing to do the necessary efforts to fulfill these dreams. 3 weeks ago, I secured a job as a cleaning attendant at a hotel. While this isn't my dream job, it will allow me to stay in Germany. I am still moving from home to home, couch to couch. Long term, I desire more than anything to be able to work and contribute to society. With the background in and love for statistics, my dream is to become a data scientist and truly focus on positive human development. My dream is to also have long-term accommodation and begin to make the country I end up in my home. This is my story. I write it to ask for any advice, assistance, and support that can be given. And I thank you in advance from the bottom of my heart. With hope, Vincent Oye, O-Y-E. This is from Dorothy's book. Hope unified in love can make a positive impact in our world. Let's start encouraging others to put their words and actions that will promote love, peace, and kindness that we all desire. We need our world to be one where love and kindness is revealed. I want to encourage you. You are not alone in your challenges, fears, and longing to put hope to action in our world. A world that we all will be proud to live and enjoy. Our spirit dies within us when we stop hoping and dreaming. When we say, Jesus, I trust you, it becomes more than a prayer, it becomes a way of living. True hope is based on God's infinite mercy. It is the humble, persevering, and loving practice of the hope that God will provide for us in order to follow our Christian vocation to the fullest. Hope makes us confident for what is good comes from God. Prayer. God, we all expect to live in a world where we will have peace, a world where people get along and accept one another. We want to cling to the hope that will bring about peace and harmony. We need to have faith that our world will no longer have prejudice and killing. We call upon you to help us make this possible. Guide us as we work together to make this dream come true. Dorothy Ederer, Grand Rapids, Dominican. I'm going to read one thing from the Tao Te Ching of Lao Tzu, and then I'm going to share a little bit. Tao is the hidden secret source of all life. Good men recognize that Tao provides for them, and therefore they esteem it. Bad men don't recognize this, but the Tao doesn't stop providing for them. Beautiful words win some men honors, good deeds buy others acclaim. But the Tao values everyone, not just those who excel. What's the sense in discarding anyone? Thus, on the day a new king is crowned or powerful ministers installed, While others rush forward with gifts and praises, just be still and offer Tao. Why have sages prized Tao for so long? Because with Tao, he who seeks finds, and he who has flaws is forgiven. This is why it is the treasure of the world. So dear friends in the Spirit 111, I told you earlier how I met Dorothy Ederer. I met Vincent through my son Andrew. Andrew is 31 years old, living in Berlin, Germany. He WhatsApped me a month ago and told me, first of all, his girlfriend Lucia and their roommates brought in a Ukrainian refuge to live with them. And then he told me about Vincent. And he said, Dad, I'm going to have Vincent come over my house and hang out on the couch. And we're going to have, lunch and chat, see what I could do. And, can you share it with your friends and all the people that you know? And I said, yeah, of course, Andrew. And then eventually I met Vincent all through social media, and we went back and forth. And I put up, if you look on my Facebook page, Eddie Luisi, or Friends in the Spirit 111, I have Vincent's picture, I have the story, and we put a GoFundMe link to help him out. Initially, Vincent's dreams would come to the United States and to work here. But then he was accepted into a university in the UK to elevate his degree that he got in Nigeria so then he could work in other places and make a better living for himself. That is going to be 12,000. I don't know if it's dollars or euros, but either way, my son Andrew and Vincent worked together, put a GoFundMe page. So according to Andrew, if Vincent reaches that goal, then he will go to the university and study. If he doesn't reach the goal, and my son Andrew checked out all the legalities with GoFundMe, Vincent can still keep the money, but he'll buy a computer and he'll buy certain things. He'll have some money for rent wherever he's living. Either way, we're trying to help him. And it's very interesting. We, Andrew, us, Friends in the Spirit 111, found a refugee in Ukraine, but from Nigeria. Very interesting how God works, right? And this young man, as he said, experienced racism and saw a lot of things that we don't want to describe here in this video. But we're here to help as many people as possible. We're here to help you, to pray for you. I know there are several of you, dear friends in the Spirit 111, and some of my family members that have been asking for prayer requests, and some are silent, some are more vocal. But we're here. We're here to pray for you. You're here to pray for us. We're here to support each other. Remember, like I read earlier, sometimes just a smile, sometimes a good gesture will help a person out. I was talking the other day on the phone with my dear friend and author, Cliff Shipe, who wrote Cliff Falls. And he's out in California, and he's been very helpful with my girls and housing and making sure they're doing the right things in right neighborhoods, right paths. But he was away writing his third book, and he said, Eddie, this is it. He just feels the spiritual connection, this journey, almost like the alchemist. So we chatted, and he was saying, sometimes your purpose is just to help others. And in any way that could be. If you're a songwriter, write a song, right? If you're a nurse, help people. If you're a teacher, whoever you are, whatever you do, we're here on this earth to help others, right? And help others reach their divine appointments. And this whole thing about the Tao, no matter what, no matter good people, bad people, the Tao recognizes and doesn't stop providing for everyone. And I know in Christian faith, and I don't know if other religions, I hear a lot about heaven and hell and good and bad and sins and a lot of people call that the enemy and Satan, and it's like, But the Tao, which is the spiritual being, and some people refer God as the Tao, or universe, or light, love, divinity, loves and helps and prospers everyone, because inside of us is perfection, is spirit, is our oneness with God. So whatever this humanness is, whatever this body is that might be doing what you call evil or sin or bad, the Tao, God, Father, Mother, Light, Love, loves everyone. And I don't know. I think that's all I have to say. So I hope, dear friends in the spirit world, one, you got a little something out of this talk. I'm going to put the link for the GoFundMe page. If you could check it out, and if you could put some money into Vincent's account, that would be wonderful. If you can't, say a prayer. Or if you know someone else you could introduce him to that could help him on his journey. And anybody out there that needs help, write to us, write to me, and tell us what your needs are and what your prayers are. And if we can help you, we will. We have several ministries that are in Africa and India, and we're trying to help them as well as we can. So keep the faith. Great things are happening and will happen. So, dear friends of the Spirit 111, stay blessed and a blessing. Share your faith with family, friends. Cue the Spirit. Thanks for listening. God bless you.